Don't listen to this video, probably fast forward it, and go on to someone that has doctor in the title. Like Dr. Mike Diamonds, I'm sure he knows everything, and I probably know nothing. Coach Greg, and today we're going over the 3 best and 3 worst natural supplements to build muscle. And by natural, I mean over the counter, everyone can use them, none of that PD type of stuff. The supplements that actually work that aren't banned. Just a reminder, I am not a doctor and therefore not qualified to talk about anything. I don't know anything about supplements, whether they are natural or not natural. So be sure to not listen to anything I say. This is purely for entertainment. Why would you listen to an IFBB Pro bodybuilder when you can ask an actual doctor? I'm not a freaking doctor. So let's begin with the 3 best, and in no particular order, as it's really hard to rank. Creatine. Creatine is a substance that's been around for over 20 years. I first started using this when I was about 20. It's been time tested and proven to be effective. Safe for teenagers and older people. It's all natural and it's found in food. However, when you eat food, you don't get enough of it to have the dramatic effect that it can give. What does it do? Creatine combines with ADP, adenosine diphosphate, to form ATP. This allows you to push harder than last time to get that extra rep. If you do 12 reps instead of 11, that gives you more opportunity to grow. As far as what kind of creatine you use, doesn't really matter. The cheapest of the creatine, just good old creatine monohydrate. 5 grams a day, no need to load on this. Taken at any time, it's gonna do the job. And if you're serious about training and you wanna make gains, why aren't you using it? I mean, come on, it's a no-brainer. Everyone should be using creatine. And no, I'm not sponsored by creatine. It works. It's been proven to work for so long. It makes the gains, and it's legal, and it doesn't have any harmful side effects to worry about. Use it. It's cheap. Use it. Number 2, protein powder. Pretty sure everyone watching this video knows that protein's needed to build muscle. Unless you're like me, when I was younger, I didn't know that. I was literally dieting on pasta for my first bodybuilding show. Didn't know that protein was needed to build muscle. You need protein 4 to 5 times a day to optimize muscle protein synthesis. That's how you build muscle. If you consume protein throughout the day, you're giving your body more opportunities to grow. How much protein do you need? 1/2 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight is going to be enough. However, you can get away with only 1/2 gram per pound of body weight if you're taking in enough carbs and fats, as they're going to have protein sparing effects. If you're on a diet, however, and you're in a calorie deficit, be sure to eat plenty of protein and try to approach that 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. 4 to 5 times a day, spread it out. Doesn't matter if some meals have more than others, as long as you get some in each one. For example, 20 grams of protein for most people at each meal is plenty. More if you're bigger, and try to spread it out so that in total, 1 gram per pound of body weight is what you get. What about the various kinds of protein? Casein, whey, isolate, hydrolyzed, vegan, which one? Well, whey is going to digest quicker and be available like this, real quick. So right after a workout, if you haven't had protein a long time and you need it right now, whey's the one for you. Casein is going to digest a lot slower. It actually mixes up a lot thicker too if you want to have a thicker protein shake, like making protein ice cream and so on. So if you're going a long time without eating, casein probably a better choice than whey. What about isolate? Well, isolate's going to cost a lot more money, and all they do is really remove a little bit of the carbs and fats and makes it a bit lower in calories, but not enough to make a significant difference. Besides, if you cook with it, it's not going to taste as good. It's not as yummy. And why should we sacrifice yumminess for a mere 10 or 20 calories? Those 10 or 20 extra calories of whey and saving you a heck of a lot of money seems more than worth it to me. If you want to make delicious foods, I won't recommend isolate. If you're on a really strict, crazy diet, you're keto and every carb counts, sure, go with isolate, spend extra money. But other than that, I ain't worried about it. Number 3, bet you didn't guess this would make the list, pre-workout. Why? Well, pre-workout doesn't technically build muscle, but it allows you to train harder than last time. If you go to the gym fatigued and you don't train hard, you're not going to make the gains that you'd make if you were able to train harder. Train longer, harder, more effort, intensity. All these things are important. So by consuming a pre-workout before the gym, it allows you to train harder, which the end result is more muscle. Okay? Who doesn't want more muscle? It can also help you to be stronger. If you're able to push harder, you can lift heavier weight and be stronger. So not only can it actually build more muscle, it can help your strength as well. Don't overdo it though. Some people get so hyped on pre-workout, they're double scooping, they're taking double doses. Not good. You don't want to feel cracked out after you train at the gym or while training at the gym. There's a time and a place for pre-workout, and for me, that's every single time I work out and every single time I do a bike ride. I want pre-workout. I want to feel that amp feeling to give me extra motivation and energy to go harder than I did before. Up next, the 3 worst supplements to build muscle. And these are supplements that you might think are going to help you build muscle, but in reality, sorry, not going to do that for you. Number 1, mass gainers or weight gainers. The added sugars, carbs, fat, and calories added to protein powder to make a weight gainer is not going to allow you to build more muscle. Protein powder, great, but all a weight gainer is less protein and more carbs. So literally a weight gainer is like this. Instead of giving you a whole lot of protein, they give you a little bit of protein and a whole lot of carbs, sugars, and fats. Why would you want that? When you buy protein powder, you're getting mostly protein. When you buy weight gainer, you're getting mostly carbs. Does that make sense? So why are you spending your money on carbs when you can just eat food? So I strongly suggest that anyone considering buying a mass gainer to get just protein powder instead. You're gonna get more protein for your money and not have to consume the extra carbs and calories that are just gonna end up making you overweight anyway. Number 2, test boosters. Sorry, even if it did boost your tests, it's going to be so small of an amount for such a short period of time that it's not actually going to make any significant difference in your results. What does that mean? That means if you have 2 people, one takes a test booster, the other one doesn't, you're making the same gains. So why waste your money on the test booster? It is not going to make that much of a difference. Not enough to be like, oh, I'm going to spend all this hard-earned money on it. So rather than spending all your money on test boosters for an entire year, get your creatine, your protein powder, and your pre-workout. It makes way more sense on your budget. And even if you can afford it, it's still not worth it. I'm not taking a test booster. What does that tell you? Do you think I don't want to maximize my muscle growth? Do you think I can't afford test booster? I'm not taking it. If it actually worked, even a little bit, 1%, I would be on it. If I knew I could get 1% more muscle from it, I would take it. It's not even going to do that. It's not worth it. There's no point in doing it. Number 3, BCAA, which is a step below an EAA, which is essential amino acids. These are branched chain amino acids. You're getting them already from your protein powders and food. So although it could build muscle if you're in a severe deficit and not having enough protein, that doesn't apply to anyone. I don't know anyone that doesn't eat enough protein anyway. And if you're not getting enough protein, buy my freaking cookbook. It's full of recipes that have protein in them. You already knew that. I didn't even need to say it. So BCAAs are not actually going to help you build muscle. But does that mean you can't use them? No. But don't use them thinking you're building muscle. There's a time and a place for it. I literally love BCAAs and EAAs. I do, but I don't consume them to build muscle. I do it to drink more water. I drink more water because of it, because it tastes good. I consider it like adding Mio squirts to my water or Diet Kool-Aid stuff, okay? Crystal Light. To me, it's just flavored water. So it's not building muscle, but it makes my water yummy. I drink a lot of Diet Pop. If I'm not drinking Diet Pop, I'm usually drinking BCAA, EAA, that kind of stuff, flavored water, juices. I never am drinking plain water. It's just I gave that up years ago. I like my flavored stuff, Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, all these different things. That is what I consume. Ending it here, everyone. Hopefully you learned something from this. Please write in the comment sections if you agree or disagree. Did I miss one that you think is just way better that should be in there? Or was one of them stupid and I'm a moron for adding it? Just let me know. I'd like to read the comments to see what you think. Blooping up 2 videos. Be sure to at least watch 1. Remember, I can do more of these videos. If you like the videos, I continue these supplement reviews and so on. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, buy my cookbook and training books. Go to my website, gregdoucette.com. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, watch my stories. And until next time, I am out.